Last time ever team got shut out, 2024 edition. Let's not waste time, let's get into this. The most recent team to get shut out was the Carolina Panthers, which is pretty fitting because they were the worst team last season, and their last shutout was a 9-0 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the last week of the season, which clinched the Bucs the NFC South. On top of that, the week prior they also got shut out by the Jags 26-0, and that was the first time any team had done that in a while, and that was also the first time the Panthers were shut out in 21 years. So really all I have to say is get the man Bryce Young some help. Just 3 weeks prior in week 15, the Jets will be shut out 30-0 by the Miami Dolphins. What makes it even worse is that Tyreek Hill was out for this game, so in stepped in Jalen Waddle as a wide receiver 1 for this game, and he went off. 8 receptions, 142 yards, and 1 touchdown, and this was really good for me because I had him on my fantasy team, and it was the fantasy football playoffs. On the flip side, the Jets passed with Trevor Siemian and Zach Wilson, and they only combined for 136 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, and Breece Hall only ran for 12 yards, and well, you know, I said I had Waddle on my fantasy team. I also had Breece Hall, so you win some and you lose some, and speaking of which, I lost that game. Cut to a week prior, and the Raiders got shut out in one of the worst games any man could ever witness with their own 2 eyes. The Vikings beat the Raiders 3-0, and I mean, I just cannot believe I witnessed something like this. I'd never think I'd witness a 3-0 game in my lifetime. I'm truly grateful. I also made a video a few months ago about the worst games of the 2023 season, and this game is on here. Yeah, I know, shameless plug. 1 week prior, the Patriots would be shut out in a very similar game, a 6-0 loss to the Chargers, and this is just the perfect example of a Patriots game in 2023, and this was their second time being shut out that season. I mean, last season for the Patriots was absolutely awful, and I love it. 4 weeks prior, the Cardinals got shut out by the Browns 27-0, and it all makes sense. Pretty much the reason they lost was because Clayton Tune was making his first career start, and this was happening because they knew they were going to get Kyler Murray back, so they traded away Josh Dobbs. And well, when you get a guy making his first career start against one of the league's best defenses, this is going to happen. Then we have the New York Giants, who on the home opener of 2023, actually the season opener of 2023, they got whooped by my Dallas Cowboys, and this was a fun game to watch. Like I said, the Cowboys whooped them, and if you watch this game live, it was complete annihilation on both sides of the ball. Daniel Jones threw 2 pick sixes, and the Cowboys also scored on a blocked field goal at the beginning of the game. I mean, it was really hard to watch if you're any other fan of any other team, but like I said, me as a Cowboys fan, this was fun to watch. The last time the Saints were shut out was week 13 of 2022 when they lost to the 49ers 13-0. I know I need to be focusing on the Saints, but I just want to throw out this fun fact for y'all. This would be the last game for the 49ers before Brock Purdy took over. The last time the Lions were shut out was week 5 of 2022 when they lost to the Patriots 29-0. Even though the Lions are already heading in the right direction and the Patriots were already heading in the wrong direction, it's just funny to look back at because today, in today's NFL, this would never happen. The last time the Colts were shut out was week 2 of 2022 against division rival Jacksonville Jaguars 24-0. In this game, Matt Ryan would throw 3 interceptions and under 200 yards, a big reason why they lost this game. And even though it was only week 2, I think the Colts knew that their rented QB era had to end. The last time the Bucs were shut out was shockingly when Tom Brady was playing in week 15 of 2021 against the Saints, and it lost 9-0. During his time with the Bucs, the Saints were definitely his kryptonite. The Saints had Tom Brady's number, and it tells through the stats right here: 214 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And if the offense does decently good this game, they win, especially Tom Brady. The last time the Jags were shut out was week 14 of 2021 when they lost to the Titans 20-0. These were some dark days under Urban Meyer, and since he's left, they are mostly out of these dark days. I'm really rooting for Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars for the future. The last time the Atlanta Falcons were shut out was Week 11 of 2021 against a very familiar team, the New England Patriots, as they lost 25-0. The Falcons were getting destroyed so bad they pretty much ran every quarterback they had on that roster, including Matt Ryan, which is his second time on this list, kinda sad, and Josh Rosen and Felipe Franks, names you just don't hear in the NFL that often. And also, I had the Patriots defense going this game in fantasy football, and they gave me like 35 points, and I won that week, so thank you, Patriots. The last time the Seahawks got shut out was Week 10 of 2021 against the Packers, 17-0. This was Russell Wilson's first game back since Week 5, and at this time, he was seen as a superstar and MVP candidate, so he was projected to do well, but he did not, and that was good for me because I was going up against him in fantasy football, and I won that week, so thank you, Russell Wilson. The last time the Texans were shut out was Week 4 of 2021 against the Bills, in an annihilation 40-0 loss. Like I said, complete annihilation. Davis Mills threw 4 interceptions, only 87 yards, of course no touchdowns, and for the Texans, don't expect them to get shut out anytime soon, and for Davis Mills, don't expect him to throw 4 interceptions anytime soon, mainly because Davis Mills isn't playing. The last time the Dolphins got shut out was Week 2 of 2021 against the Bills. Yep, the Bills, they make back-to-back appearances, and the Dolphins lost 35-0. Tua got hurt early in this game, so Jacoby Brissett had to step in, and that was the main reason why they got shut out. The last time the Chargers got shut out was Week 13 of 2020, where they lost to the Patriots. Yep, the Patriots yet again make another appearance as the Chargers lost 45-0. Another game where it was just pure domination on all sides of the ball, including special teams, where at the end of the first half the Patriots returned a blocked field goal for a touchdown, and the Patriots defense, I had them in fantasy football, and they scored me 50 points, so pretty cool. I'm very glad because I won that week as well, and if I had a nickel every time I had the Patriots defense when they went off, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird to happen twice. The last time the Commanders were shut out, they were known as the Redskins, and they lost to the 49ers in Week 7 of 2019, 9-0. It's understandable why this game was a shutout. The 49ers lost the Super Bowl that year, and the Redskins, they picked second overall, and the most famous part about this game is how rainy it was. The last time the Titans got shut out was Week 6 of 2019 against the Broncos when they lost 16-0. I want you to pay attention to that 2-4 record right there. Marcus Mariota started this game, and this game was so bad for him that it completely changed the course of his entire career. He'd be benched midway through the game, Ryan Tannehill would start, and he was decent, but he would start for the remainder of the season, and the Titans, after starting 2-4, would go 9-7 and make the AFC Championship. So, I feel bad for Marcus Mariota, but that season was magical for the Titans. The last time the Packers were shut out was Week 17 of 2018 against the Lions when they were shut out 31-0. It looks like at the start of the game they had Aaron Rodgers, but I don't know if he got hurt or they benched him to keep him healthy, but they started Deshaun Kaiser most of this game, and he's pretty much the reason they got shut out. Time to talk about my NFL team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the last time they got shut out was Week 15 of 2018 against the Colts when they lost 23-0. What's weird is that up to this point, the Cowboys were on a 5-game win streak, and then we got shut out, and then we won our last 2 games, and then we also won a wild card game, so this loss was just very random. The last time the Bills were shut out was Week 4 of 2018 against the Packers, who were also shut out ironically in 2018, and the Bills lost 22-0. Rookie Josh Allen was terrible if you remember or if you're watching that time, and in this game he threw for 151 yards, no touchdowns, of course, he got shut out, and 2 interceptions, and I also didn't see the rest of the stat line, but I'm sure he fumbled. The last time the Eagles were shut out was Week 17 of 2017 against my Cowboys, 6-0, even though I don't really care about this game, it doesn't really count. The reason I say it doesn't really count is because they rested most of their starters for the playoffs, and that year they had the 1 seed and they won the Super Bowl. It's kind of weird the Super Bowl champs got shut out, but anyway, they benched Nick Foles. I mean, that stat line isn't pretty, and they also had Nate Sudfeld going, so Yeah, that's the reason why they got shut out. The last time the Broncos got shut out was Week 7 of 2017 against division rival Chargers when they lost 21-0. I apologize to all Broncos fans because somehow I completely forgot to put them in the last time I made one of these, so Broncos fans, here you go. The last time the Bengals lost was the first game of 2017 when they lost to the Ravens, also 20-0. The Bengals might have lost the battle, but they won the war, as in the final game of the season, they beat the Ravens 31-27 on a game-winning touchdown that eliminated the Ravens from playoff contention. The last time the Rams were shut out was Week 1 of 2016 when they lost to the 49ers 28-0. This was the Rams' first game as the Los Angeles Rams, and Aaron Donald had an insane meltdown where he got ejected, which is pictured here, and Kevin Harlan had one of the best calls ever when a streaker ran on the field, and I'd play both of those clips, but due to copyright I can't, so if you want to watch that, go watch last year's video. The last time the Bears were shut out was Week 3 of 2015 when they lost to the Seahawks 26-0. High school legend Jimmy Clausen got to start this game, not Jay Cutler. That's a mistake I made in last year's video, but anyway, Jimmy Clausen got to start in this game, and well, if you look at the stat line, he just didn't do well. Last time the Browns were shut out was Week 15 of 2014 when they lost to the Bengals 30-0. This game is infamous for being Johnny Manziel's first start as an NFL quarterback, and if you remember this game, he was terrible. I'm going to go ahead and skim through the last 5 teams very quickly because it was from so long ago that really nothing too notable would have been relevant today. The last time the Chiefs were shut out was Week 15 of 2012 when they lost to the Raiders 15-0. The 2012 Kansas City Chiefs were really bad. They were 2-14. I doubt we're going to see anything like that anytime soon. The last time the 49ers were shut out was Week 11 of 2010 when they lost to the Bucs 21-0 again. I don't think we're going to see the 49ers getting shut out anytime soon. The last time the Vikings were shut out was all the way back in Week 10 of 2007 when they lost to the Packers 34-0. The last time the Steelers got shut out was all the way back in Week 12 of 2006, and they're our second to last team, and they lost to the Ravens 27-0. And the last team on our video and the team with the longest streak without getting shut out is the Baltimore Ravens, and the last time they got shut out was Week 2 of 2002 against the Bucs when they lost 25-0. And this game's kind of sad because Johnny Unitas has just died a few days ago, and since Johnny Unitas played in Baltimore, the Ravens honored him this game, and in his memory, they got shut out. So that's really depressing, and I don't see the Ravens getting shut out anytime soon. And this took a long time to make. I'm finally done with this video. Goodbye.